yeah, but you put it like this, make sure it's, and then you can move this. Once you have the legs like where you want them.
Stay in the frame, dude.
Alright, we're getting ready to do our Sermon on the Mount meeting here.
You what?
Evan. Sound checking.
Oh, hey, yeah, and go sound check on TikTok and on YouTube, but also we should get a lens for this, like a wider lens. Dude, why does this look so blue? This is crazy. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not supposed to be live streaming just yet. We're just so I can't really talk to the chat yet. We're gonna be doing our meeting. So what we want is we want a wide lens for the front of this.
You wanna move out of my way so I can get you that wide lens
Well,
right now?
we're testing this. So
What are
just
you
sit
doing,
down. Just
bro?
sit down. We're testing this mic. So sit
You
down.
can test that mic while I grab this mic.
Okay, so look, we're gonna be doing our meeting. Other religious movements require even their private members. What do you think?
Alright, you might have been right.
Oh well, you plugged
That
in.
was right.
No, I mean I don't know. I just. Are you? It sounds crazy good, no?
Yeah, it does sound good.
It sounds
Them
good.
headphones were
Oh,
weird.
but what about TikTok?
We're getting it. We're getting
Oh, it wasn't on there.
You didn't. Yeah. Hold on. Well, that's.
Damn, these fools are already trying to go
So
jump in
this-
our fucking box. No. What are you doing, bro? Damn. No.
Then you put this in here. But John, come look at this.
So-
So you know what's up.
Yeah, no, I'm just hardware and plugged in.
Well, no, it's fine. But you.
So
Gotta,
you're going
This
to.
one needs to be going into there, and then the charge has to go.
You're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this. What's this?
So there's space to walk
Yeah,
in.
where did we get these?
No.
This from
There's space right here to walk in. Cause this is. Oh. So we have a totally different angle on YouTube, huh? Oh, thank you so much, Ben. And everybody, love you. Oh, I'm not supposed to be talking though.
You're already
Just.
Good job.
Oh, what's up with the Gatorade though?
You could help yourself in the fridge.
And that vape though.
I don't know what that is.
Alright, here's what I need. Well, Butters needs to get out of here. I think that Zach and Blue. Zach, will you sit down in here, please?
What the
And
fuck,
Shane,
dude?
maybe you guys, can you and Zach just like have a conversation? Yeah. So we can like test the audio? Yeah. And then, is there anything noisy over here? Turn that.
That's a weird ass lens.
Close these.
I don't know about that.
Every now and then I get a little bit lower. Maybe turn off the lights just so that it feels more like.
You like how I lay
Yeah, you know what, dude? We should like do almost like a candlelight lit vibe. You know what I mean? Okay, so now the sound is going through here. Okay, so you guys, we have a mic hanging from the ceiling, and we're gonna get audio of the whole room because we have people coming. We're doing a Sermon on the Mount meeting. We're basically, if you need some recovery, can we move this? What is this?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, just what about this? We should have a place.
Oh, look who it is!
Who?
Yo,
Who?
throw that on my couch.
Jump in.
I can't see who. I mean, I don't want to.
Why are you showing him that?
No, I know, bro. Please,
You're
we're not doing that right now.
You're
Sorry.
enabling.
Yeah, well, no, I mean
Blue,
we're
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
It says the king enabler.
Right.
Yeah, who am I
Alright, here's the
enabling?
studio phone. Guys, it looks so good in here.
Everybody.
This is a really dope
Turn
vibe.
off the yellow light, dude. We don't need
And we
that.
should do the cool lights.
Yeah, what yellow light?
The fucking room light, bro. I labeled every light.
testing?
Yeah, this is too dark.
No, it's not.
This is a vibe, man.
Waited.
Blue, put that one on too.
Which one? Oh yeah. He's smacking his hand with his hairbrush that he didn't use on his best friend.
What?
Messed up. Yeah, my bad. Well, that's my bad, John.
Alright, so you're gonna have a conversation. Just read.
You want
Yeah.
better?
Just read. That's it, just
Right,
read.
sorry.
Just
How
start
much
reading.
is that?
Don't stop.
In this wonderful
$5?
beatitude, we are told exactly how this supreme task is to be accomplished, and who they are who shall do it.
We're
They
supposed to.
are the pure in heart. Again, we have to understand that here the words pure and purity must be taken in a very much wider sense.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a question on that sentence,
What are you asking me?
just so like maybe we can test the audio over
So
here.
we can
Okay,
test
is
it a little
this-
better?
Is this, like, is this the best, is this wide, blue, this wide angle lens is dog shit.
This dog.
It's not a good one, it's not really that wide. We couldn't even really see
It's actually very.
Zach.
He's not a rainbow, brother.
Do you like it, do we like it?
Sorry, Zach.
Zach, can you sit like there?
Over here?
Just like either on the couch or on this chair?
Butters, get the fuck up in there.
Hey guys, I'm not supposed to be live streaming, so we're just setting up our meeting. This is Zach.
How you doing?
I live stream on the 2nd of next month. I'll be back in a more scheduled. Just turn them off. Turn off the notifications.
Is that a better?
So yeah, everyone, thank you for being here. If you want to continue to hang out with us, we're going to be reading a book that really saved my life. It's Emmett Fox's Sermon on the Mount.
Is that a better wide angle?
Yes, I think so. Yes, but I think we need the lights, bro. You know?
If not that one.
No. Get rid of that. I don't want to see that on the phone. Please.
Yo, that's actually way clearer and way better, actually.
Is it?
Oh my god. And then take it off?
Well, here, put
Look
the
how
other.
small the room is when you take
Okay,
it
here,
off.
put the other one on.
And look at how blurry it is on this one.
Well, can you clean this? Well, that's only because you. No, this is good.
Looks
Where
cool.
we at?
That's like almost a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just as wide, I think, as the other one. So yeah, I think this is a good little angle for the meeting. Can everybody? Oh, other one.
Is that other one?
Other one. Hey, you guys, I don't want to get in trouble. Can you do this?
I
What are
can.
we doing?
We're trying to put a wide angle. I mean, bro, we're trying to set up the live stream. It's sitting here on an empty couch.
Sitting here. Why do you sound like Boston all of a sudden?
Hey guys, I'm excited. We're sharing one of my favorite books ever. This book. Whoa, we might have to get rid of this one. Oh, this is the
bad,
fucking enemy right here. Now it looks all pink.
No, it doesn't.
No, it is like a 10. or
It
something.
does, bro. You did something weird.
Does that lens have like a?
The fuck, bro? Take it off. Oh, maybe it's the
It's the fucking room.
it's the lighting.
Turn into the office.
What about this?
Way better.
All right, our meeting starts at 8. It's
What
7:30 or what is it?
7:27.
So it's not even 7:30. So
727 jet engine.
we have a half hour to just hype it up, and then I wanted to check
this?
So here, no. Can you guys just sit and read the book? Go back and forth and read it. I'm gonna listen to this.
Maybe move your Austin
Cause like just
Powers
try to be in the shot. Like, Blue, can you get in the shot too?
Yeah, I can.
You can be in this shot and in this shot.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have. So here, John, you should have what the YouTube looks like, or what the or what one of them look like. Just like what, dude? You can't have
Pull
this.
it up
in
on
here.
my phone.
What is this?
That is.
This is not. You can't
Put that in my garage,
You can't
please.
put all his shit in. Here.
Put that.
Put it in there,
my
bro.
garage. He wants me in the shack though. Then I'm out of the shack.
It's one
Can
or
you
the
put that
other.
in the garage, please?
Yeah, I could get out of the shack real quick.
Yeah, this looks good.
Okay, so just read the book.
Hey everyone. I mean, can we just talk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can just talk.
No.
Just like, yeah. Not so much. About to head out of here.
You're going to the meeting?
Yeah, I'm going to be.
What meeting?
The one down by the river. Yeah, the one
Who's speaking?
by the lake. Who's speaking? Magdo.
Yeah, Madison is speaking.
And they say she doesn't
get back.
What?
Talking to the wife. I'm saying, they say Madison doesn't get back, but she's speaking at a fucking meeting.
Yeah. Yep.
Just a bunch of fucking weirdos on there.
Oh, there he is. Look at Chris.
Ew,
What's
Chris
up,
is
Russ?
looking like a fucking, I didn't see that.
You're all dressed
The
up for
chain?
what?
Yeah, I've been like shiny.
I've been having it.
Yeah, he's trying to be me.
No.
Far from being it.
Why?
Chris is doing his own thing. I never saw it.
but I got my own type of stuff.
What about MF Doom?
This is
What about
sick, dude. Cause you can hear everybody. It's really cool.
Sicky?
It's really sicky. We're just like, we're close. Listen, we need to know where the frame edges are. Right? So like, for example,
Like, this isn't chill where I'm sitting.
well, I mean, look at it.
It's not.
Right. Well, it's not chill for who?
For
It's
you.
great for TikTok,
Yeah,
right? Which is the most important one. So,
What the fuck is
you know
the
what I mean?
iPad
So we
doing?
sort of need to know
What
who's
the
in
fuck
this frame.
is the iPad doing that?
It's so he can check the frame.
But the thing
That's
is,
literally
like,
what it's here for.
TikTok is like for you.
This is so you can check the frame.
I have my phone.
TikTok is for you.
Right,
But what I'm
there's
saying
another
is-
frame you
Oh,
want to check.
wow.
But what I'm saying is,
Madison
TikTok is
actually
like for
talked to you today, bro. She
Like it
looks
should be like
way
on you. It really
more
doesn't
put
matter
together.
who else is in the frame.
You just got jeans,
Okay.
a sweatshirt.
Way more put
I mean, you could say the same thing for YouTube.
Yeah, you're in pieces.
Not really, because YouTube, everyone.
Right, so should I just be like
I'm just kidding, Chris.
here or something?
When our YouTube has 20.
What the fuck? Look at that. Wow. Matthew
Whoa,
Andrew
what are
Jerry.
you and they going on? Why would you tell him that? Why would you tell him that?
Oh shit. This kid is wilding with 20 people in his room. What is he up to, man? Why do people just have to leave? Is this mine?
No, it's
Here's a shoe brush.
That's my.
That's
no,
not
my
a shoe
airbrush.
brush.
Oh, where does this go?
Be respectful.
Okay,
That's
okay,
my
that's cool.
Gatorade. You have a blue one.
You should have a-
That's
You
mine.
should have a spot for it.
That's mine.
We got ourselves some good little candles here.
That Gatorade.
Oh, you want it? Oh, this is yours.
Thank you.
Tobacco and bergamot.
Do you use nails?
We get flagged for that?
What?
Do you use nails? Saying
Tobacco and
Did you see my
bergamot.
new boards?
Do I?
Damn, he
Big
kept
decks
the
that I
big
got?
lens on it.
Do I?
Where did you hang them up? How'd you hang them
I'm
up?
gonna hang them up on my wall in the room.
I know, but
No, I haven't hung them
What
up
are you
yet.
doing?
Well, I got my meeting,
What
Pat's
wall?
got his little meeting
Right when you
here.
walk in.
Are you live streaming right now?
No,
Like
I
where the-
was
where the
earlier,
pew-pews?
and I was like, oh, I felt guilty actually live streaming upstairs from you. Like from Pat. Like, I don't know, it was like I had to hide it from you.
Oh, I know, you should. It's a weird thing.
It's like when my parents.
Are you rolling with
buy the
us?
alcohol
Yeah.
on holidays.
Are you gonna roll with us?
I gotta talk to
Why
my
is
mom
this
real
here?
quick. Waiting for Brian, but if you're going to the same place.
Why do you have
Oh,
that?
the van's outside.
Dude, I'm so.
Oh, word? We're about to get.
The van just showed up.
The Vanskis?
What's that for?
Probably to drop off Keaton and Jack.
Yeah, come on, Butters. Butters,
Keaton and Jack.
out of here though?
Yeah,
Gracie's
go Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie's chill.
Okay, it's not like, Butters is just trying to get involved, trying to feel a connection.
Yo, he has that.
This is
No,
like,
he
we have
does not need to be in here.
enough books, I think.
We should stop doing that. when
Oh yeah,
we-
where's Shane?
Shane was in the garage.
Go, Butters. Go. Go, buddy.
Yeah.
Butters, come here. Hey Keaton.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
How y'all doing?
Have a seat.
So guys,
Maybe like right here.
welcome to the Thunderdome.
Trying to figure out. Yeah, I'll probably
Shane!
just have to rock it. Yeah, this is a good spot for me.
Butters, you're not
Right.
sitting on the couch.
Pat is not allowed in the meeting.
Right.
This,
Go.
he's only sitting in the meeting.
Butters.
So you guys
Someone
have
my
to
vape
bring
up
up
off the
your
couch.
coffee.
Go, Butters.
You guys gotta write in the comments.
Who's,
You get
that
in that,
yours?
get away from the
This is
camera.
mine.
Yeah, mine was the same.
Real ones do it.
Butters,
One,
come on.
fake ones with
No.
some-
I'm sorry. This is.
Butters.
Hey,
Like, he's
Starts
very
going
good.
on
Butters.
adventure.
I'll be back soon.
Yeah, this is what we want.
Okay, they get it. You're blocking me. Now move your head. Okay, bro, they get it. Oh my God, she doesn't know when to quit.
Butters.
Let's go.
Butters. Get on camera, let's go. Come on, Butters.
Oh, are you okay with that?
Start flailing your hands again.
Butters.
We're live streaming.
Okay.
Are you sure? We're just talking about. We're just gonna be reading.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Bye, guys.
Okay, cool. If it's not, that's cool too.
Okay.
here last time.
I know. I just want to
Make
make
the
sure that
executive
you guys.
decision. Go give them a
Listen,
call.
if you don't want to be on the thing, you can just sit like over there.
Come on. Come on. Come on, Butters.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Have a seat. Bro, I'm proud that you're here, dude. I want you to,
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, do you want this behind you? I kinda like it like that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, okay, so here's the book. Everyone grab a book. We have
Where
a
am I
fucking
allowed to
book.
put this?
I need a book.
Yeah, what?
I said, where am I allowed to put this?
Oh, wherever. I didn't know, dude, if it's your cone, you can put it wherever. I mean, you can have your own spot that's like your
That way,
spot.
down the
you know?
left.
Here.
Don't let Butters in.
So we kind of have like a dead space. I feel like right here. This is the dead space. So this is not. So who's gonna be like on the lives, like responding? Maybe we don't even need to do that, huh?
I mean, we don't really need to, but.
And next time, Xander.
I'll be checking.
Yeah, that's fine. And then next time we can have Xander or Nick do it, like for
on it.
real. Yeah.
But don't we want them in the meeting?
What time is it?
Yeah. Well, but then who can do the live?
But what I'm saying
You
is,
doing
like,
alright,
maybe we
Trevor?
don't even really need to, well, like, when we're reading,
I'm good.
like, we don't even,
Hey, no. No.
because
Oh my
last week I
Here,
was
sit over
checking-
here.
How did Butters figure out how to open this thing?
Last week I was checking. the
How are you gonna
comments,
be that
remember?
smart?
I was like, I said
then
something
shut
And piss
from
and
the
shit on
YouTube.
everything.
I don't know about what book we were reading.
Can we go out? No. Nick's at a meeting, no?
Yeah, yes.
Can he come to this?
Yeah, and you gotta ask Ryan and Madison.
Can you ask him? Because that would be really good if he could come to this. And I think it would attract more people.
You see my MF Doom ring?
Blue, will you plug that in and see if that light helps?
Oh,
The- how
Pat,
this looks.
they're probably on their way to the meeting right now, 7:30.
Next time.
Yeah,
This is for next week. And also you ordered the proper cords for next week too?
yeah, I haven't got them.
So this is your Gatorade for the millionth time?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna get my own. How's that sound?
I think you had a red one though.
This
That's
is,
mine.
oh, this is yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so where's mine?
You probably need one.
Yeah, we got enough books this time, that's for sure. Billy's coming, Bryce isn't gonna make it, but next week we're gonna
Come
have
on, Butters.
Bryce, hopefully,
No, I'm done
and,
talking. Come on.
I mean, Madison, Chris. They're all going to see Madison speak. Madison's speaking tonight, she's the 10-minute speaker for that Friday night meeting in
Come
Malibu,
and tell us.
or in Westlake. Well, I think it happened kinda last minute.
I don't wanna be on TikTok. 'Cause
Oh yeah, well then just sit back over here.
Oh, Butters.
Well then you can just
Read
mob
through.
this. If you wanna sit there, is that where you wanna be? Then you can just handle that.
Just gonna step off the bottom. Oh, you got school's coming.
So I don't think we need this.
still looks really good.
What?
It looks good. Like how everything's.
Yeah,
set
it's
up.
good, we're getting there, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, just stay out of the blue.
that's yours.
Blue.
What?
Let me get blue, not red.
Oh my god.
And then plugging out of Sarah.
Which one?
Should we suck down a couple energy drinks?
No, I don't think
No, I'm
we
just
should do that. What? Was she one plugged in?
I can have one. What?
What did you say plug in the stair?
I was telling Blue to plug that light in, just so that we can add maybe if we add another, see, cause this is a little dark. That light over there will just blow this whole, so we're getting ready to, have our meeting, our Sermon on the Mount. Emmett Fox's Sermon on the Mount meeting.
Butters.
We have a couple residents from the house here, we have Blue here,
That's blurry.
we have John here, thank you for doing the check, John.
Keaton, I love you, but that's my seat.
And then,
you have that little closet, Blue?
Yeah.
Blue.
Will you just read the book, or will you just sit down and
Do
just?
you need cleaner, bro?
Some.
I brought it.
Did you?
Yeah.
For the lens?
Same shit I'll use for my glasses.
Were you, I thought he just brought a lens cleaner.
There's lens
Walk
cleaner
around with
right
lens
there.
cleaner in his pocket,
Pat,
you know?
I mean, John, koala, over there.
That shit's still, this is, do we have another one? This shit's like dirty.
Dude, are you listening?
For you?
I said there's koala lens cleaner for cameras right there. Shit's dirty. I'm not listening.
in that seat.
Alright,
Let
I'm
me hear
sitting
it.
here, I'm reading this. It's, I once again came across an old.
This lens is,
Not
a little
bad.
bit blurry, you know, like just this,
Does it sit inside?
This is insane, it's crazy that we're even using
It's the inside you gotta
this.
clean.
It's just not made for the front. You grab that other one? The one that we were, that was kinda weird.
That was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Grab that other one.
The one that was like,
Hey, baby.
It's like showing a reflection.
Here.
Dude.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, I'll always bro anytime.
Tell me if it's better. Do a check, please.
Also, we have this double stick Velcro.
No, it's still blurry,
Yeah, if
bro.
you're gonna do that,
That should be better. Now, check it again.
don't even do it, bro, honestly, cause like, it's just not worth it. So here's these.
What are those for now?
I
Can I
don't know.
not sit down for 3 minutes?
Do me a favor, Blue, get up, and I'm playing.
No, but like, what are these for?
Goose frog.
We were gonna set the
Who's Rob?
camera up on there.
You wanna put them
Where should we
You
do it?
okay
You
with
know,
that?
anger management those.
Everything-
Like,
Throw those in that metal tin that's mine over there.
Oh, also double-sided tape, lens, P-touch, you gotta put everything away. So this is the Sermon on the Mount by Emmett Fox. This book
We're
is,
not starting
is, I know, I'm just gonna read this. This book is the distilled essence of years of Bible and metaphysical study. And of the many lectures I have delivered, it would have been easier to have made it twice its present length. My objective, however, is to present the reader with a practical manual of spiritual development. And with this end in view, I have condensed the subject matter into the smallest compass possible. Because,
Or is that
as every student knows, consciousness of expression is of the greatest assistance in mastering any subject.
There is our leader, our fearless leader.
There's our fearless leader.
Billy, do you mind sitting on the
Our
couch?
fearless leader has arrived.
No, Billy can sit right.
Well, then we gotta move the frame, so we can see him. He's like regulating there.
Yeah. No, you can see him when he's sitting in that chair. So Billy, watch. Try sitting right there.
Okay.
Or would you rather sit on the couch?
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I know. Watch. All you have to do is move the camera a centimeter over, like literally, like watch, like.
Oh, I know.
And then I think it'll be perfect. Because where do you? Oh, you want him to sit on the couch? He doesn't like couches.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
You good?
Actually, bro, we don't need anything over there. It can cut off by the couch. You know what I'm saying?
And And now the posters are in,
The what?
the posters are in view, so it looks really
Was
good.
that
Yeah,
one
this
week
is like
ago that
fire.
you were sleeping on the couch?
And we even have more room here
Was that 1 week ago?
that we
you
could
were
move it
sleeping on
further
the
over
couch?
towards Billy.
God, it seems so long ago.
It does, doesn't it?
These are perfect.
Yeah, let me see.
Just like how you and Billy are saying.
Yeah, that's dope. It's really dope. And then you even can see whoever's sitting next to him. So everybody's up out of the frame vaping right now.
Jack. Pleasure to see you again, Billy. I was over at Graceland. We're running into you a couple times, but in passing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you write Sermon on the Mount up there?
Yeah, it's on there.
What about him?
And it's on,
Did not even see you guys. It's good.
and it's on YouTube too.
Discord. Too, right?
Celsius?
Do it on the phone, that's what we did last week.
Discord on the phone?
That's the sober man.
You know what's funny?
We just had,
I could start acting out of pocket right now and someone could clip it.
Yeah, do it, do it.
You know what I mean? Like all I have. What?
I said, yeah, that's why we're doing it.
No, I know, but it's just funny. that,
John,
like
makes
I
your
looked for like a
theory-
quick second and like someone was like talking about
And
slow down, sit down, like what's wrong with you? Like, well, yeah, I'm trying to.
What the
Make sure.
fuck?
I'm just trying to make sure.
Come on,
everything's right.
Billy.
Here, have it. Get one of the other streaming phones right here.
This one.
Are you alright?
This is.
Oh, I thought you were.
Bro, this guy's got
threw me
weird.
for a loop.
He's crying and shit.
Really?
Wow.
I did that.
Man, this
I
like
saw
fun.
you with a tissue at your face and I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, this looks great.
Where's,
I mean, John,
No audio?
mix your Gatorade with a Celsius?
Yeah, this looks so good, you guys. I love it.
We're just gonna put this up here.
Oh, man.
Boom.
What? I just moved the
Yeah,
thing.
just get a red one, not the blue ones. There's one left and
I
that's.
could have had you guys do it.
That's fine. So in the
I
door,
just need some
the
hydration.
right side door,
I'm not supposed to
and do not touch the Celsius.
Kind of crazy. I will.
I just wanna put
just need
this
to have
down
it.
here, is that
It's,
cool?
yeah, just on.
Whoa, wait, wait. I don't want to move that.
Ever?
No, not ever. Because it never gets put back, and the sound bar gets fucked up, and it's not in anyone's way.
What do you be playing on it?
It's really not. Is it?
It's annoying, but I'll probably forget about it after.
Yeah. It's not blocking anyone's view.
Alright, they're on.
Yeah. What up?
What's up?
Is that
Discord.
Discord?
So
Cool.
you take a left?
Discord. What up?
I'll show you.
Let's see everyone. They can.
We're supposed to be on lounge 1.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I guess so.
Have you seen that movie, It Won't
Keaton.
Get Far on Foot?
Can't wait for you.
And they have a
I
voice.
can't wait for you to graduate.
Right, John? Actually, John, that's the most important
Fruit
thing.
punch
Is
Gatorade
that you
with cherry lime
let
and Celsius.
you give those people a chance to
Sober
share,
man's lean. I'm
which they
telling
can
you.
just literally
Okay.
do it right from the phone because it'll pick up their voice
Excuse me, Butters.
perfectly.
Phased out last night, finally.
So if anyone,
I
if
even got
Tweety
my
wants to
Graceland
share,
cup here.
huh?
I got my Graceland cup here.
Nice. We should get those little tin cups that Veronica got for. Veronica bought like these little cups, these like tin cups that like.
Annoying.
So Wolf can't see what I'm drinking if I'm drinking like Diet Coke or like an energy drink. She's going that hard. She doesn't want him to see me
And
drinking a can. So she has these cups are really cool actually. I keep them in the refrigerator. They stay cold. So there's my Gatorade. I'm gonna go get another. I'm gonna go get
Celsius.
a Celsius. What time is it? You're our timer.
48.
You make sure we start on time. Okay, Keaton?
We have,
Oh.
we have 12 minutes.
Hey, can you be here every Friday?
made a
Maybe
lot.
you can like sort of
Red
like
wine. Oh,
maybe you can be the timer.
Energy drinks are like
4
jam.
minutes
The
per
cell
share.
see us later.
The meeting will
Celsius
grow.
Later.
This is the very beginning.
The cell will see us later.
Will you grab me one? So I can talk to Billy about how Keaton's gonna pick up a commitment
Or like,
uninterrupted, because you're very good at interrupting. let's
You interrupt.
bro, it's really this is becoming an abusive relationship.
It's fucking toxic, and I
It's-
think
it's-
you could stand up and grab your own drink
Yeah,
one
I
time.
can't. So Keaton's gonna do.
I swear I've never sat
Keaton's
down
gonna do time.
less in a day than
Cool.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Tell him how
Keaton
that
leaves.
works. And then also make sure he has the preamble. Oh, you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Billy, you see right there by Evan's head?
Oh yeah, this is the page, okay, cool.
I'll be a
Timer,
scorekeeper. Who do we got here?
shares,
I'm sorry.
Oh. What?
I'm sorry.
shares,
Page what?
I had like 6
so what are we timing? You're gonna let us know at 9,
Pat, did you just get yourself a little?
So I guess I'm going to
bit?
time you.
At
like 9:15, you're gonna let us know, cause then everyone gets to talk.
Yes.
And-
Yes. Oh, we're doing the full meeting
Okay.
tonight.
An
Cool.
hour and a half.
Listen, guys, you're in for a treat. Okay. There's probably never gonna be this few people in this meeting ever again.
Yeah.
Because next week it's gonna be Madison and everyone. And the week after that, hopefully
Butters,
we'll have some
how
more
did you get
people. So rather than looking at it as like a bummer, there's no one here.
Oh.
We'll look at it as an opportunity to get a little more intimate. But I want to follow the rules.
We're gonna follow the rules. I'm gonna go hard tonight.
Please. Because we always want to crosstalk and shit. Yeah, here we go. We got the board here.
Hey, thank God Evan's here, dude.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, what would we do without the
I'm
tally?
so sorry, but I'll refer to you as Trevor again today.
That's great.
Okay, so yeah, so if you picture next time, we can have someone there,
sorry,
another person here,
Yeah.
another person here, and
look like a
and
type.
all still be in the frame.
do that.
And you know, we don't need a bunch of people in the frame.
Look like a Trevor.
We just need me,
I'm sorry. You look
you,
like a
and Billy in the frame. And I can't see you, so that's a problem. All I need you to do is not vape for 1 hour. Do you think you can handle that? It's part of your job.
That's
It's
long
asking
time
a little
without
much.
a-
Please, dude.
What if I stood up?
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
Leave it over there. Leave your vape over there. Okay, Blue?
There's something called.
I can't get this guy to walk around without holding his vape. It's not a good look. Put it down.
You should get a
Put it
Netflix
away.
where it's just attached.
You don't wanna be seen
Yeah.
holding a vape.
Yeah.
It's a turn off, right? What's up with that sky panel too, remember? We're supposed to hook that up? I swear I'm not manic.
You're fucking manic. And you're dissing
whatever you
on
want.
the internet. Come on, get up, Greasy. I
No, I'm just excited, I wanna make sure this goes good, you know?
Yeah.
And I've asked Blue to set up that sky panel 4 times now, this is really kinda crazy.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please, and then can you
No,
fix this
no,
up?
Blue, do it. Does he nothing to set up?
I don't understand, it's a very easy
Blue.
thing, I don't know
He
why
does a lot of
Blue
production shit.
refuses to
right,
do it.
Like, yeah,
My
like
bad,
a
John.
lot.
It's not that I
So
refuse.
that was his job.
To do some
It's
expensive
unplugged.
equipment, I don't know.
There doesn't seem
I
to
get it.
be
You know, I get it.
appropriate power. You want me to still plug it
Did you
in?
hear what you just said?
He's probably the
Unplugged,
biggest
there's
Hold on
not
a second.
appropriate power.
There doesn't seem
Excuse my
to
language,
be.
but techno.
Hold on, everyone, you need to hear what Blue just said to me.
Oh, why?
There doesn't seem to be appropriate power over there. That's what he just said.
He's talking out his ass.
It's crazy. We've been using this for months, bro.
Go. I didn't notice.
You
All
didn't
these
know
lights
it.
here.
Thank you for sitting next to me.
enough. You know, I'm in the
That's right.
frame.
We're back. Okay.
What is this? I've got a Pat backpack.
Yeah,
I got a Mac here too.
Is this
A laptop, I mean.
absolutely necessary right now?
No, I've just been trying to.
Oh,
get
there we go.
Blue
He
30
spoke
minutes.
it.
Let's just have Blue do it. Okay.
Right now?
No, Jack.
Wait, hold on a
Jack
second.
is
So,
production.
shares, Keaton.
Yeah, it is. We have 7 minutes, which is enough time for him to do it.
Keaton.
Blue, can you get up and do this, please?
Oh.
Do what? That's a
Um,
$5,000 light. I'll let you
shares
fucking
should
do it.
be
Make sure it gets done right.
4
Thank you.
Your
So
language.
they go
Thank
over
you.
4, just
Watch
like
your
let them know
language.
you got
Okay, are
like
you
a
fucking
minute to
kidding me? I
wrap
don't give a
up.
shit about my fucking
I'll
language.
What
I'm gonna curse all the fuck I want.
Bro, why are you being like?
I'm not talking to you, I'm just saying that fuck, I don't care. Fuck, we curse around
We
here.
working them all?
It's fine, we just can't say certain things.
I thought you wanted it to be PG.
Oh my god, I'm
Nice start.
definitely gonna say the wrong thing. There's so many
Okay,
things
so
you can't say.
you cannot say, you have to just imagine your daughter sitting here with you in the meeting. That's it.
Or you're a church.
And guess what? Maybe one day she will be. well, probably not your daughter, but like, but
Don't say that's terrible.
well, Jason's kids. Like, imagine it's church,
Oh, this isn't an AA meeting, okay.
right? It's not an AA meeting, but it's sort of like church on Nickelodeon, but with cool people
but,
talking about.
There's
right?
words that you wouldn't think, like, you know, K-I-L-L.
Don't even
Well, I
spell it.
mean,
Don't even
yeah,
spell
well,
it.
you can't talk about that on a children's show, Billy.
Use your own using powers.
You know what I'm saying? You can, but you have to use.
Yeah, none of this is.
Like, I don't, like, right now I'm having a hard time with my life, and it's, and I think about, is it worth
Is it this
it? I mean, come on. There's ways around it.
Yeah, but it really changes what you say.
Yeah, which maybe it will be for the better.
Maybe not.
I think it will be for the better because it will force us to share in a less, like, dreary, dark way and in a more, like,
Pat, we're missing the proper
digestible
tables
for
here.
everyone, all ages.
Yeah, all these.
I
people
wanna
should
be
recorded.
able to, I would love
How
to be
is
able to have
everybody?
like Jasper come
It
see,
means like next I'll
you know,
back or something.
or like even Wolf when he's old enough.
Pat,
It could be a
So
wholesome,
son of drunken sailors.
no, it can be a wholesome
No,
thing,
that
I think
was
it
a-
should be because we have.
Yeah, you're
And you
good
got
on
the
this.
cross and the white shirt now,
55.
Pat,
changing your image.
Say this again?
Pat,
Are you saying it compromises the authenticity of?
Oh, this needs to have this piped into it, right? So this, yeah, exactly. And then they'll be able to hear it really good, right?
yeah.
If you turn the, yeah, so,
So,
oh, I can hang with you guys. Farron, what's up? Oh my god, I miss you.
What are we gonna use? How we're gonna
Jess.
So even if
regular
he's
that's yours.
Okay.
You're just like
Well, I'm looking at all the people,
Okay.
sorry.
JoJo, Liz.
Liz, Maggie. What's up? Is that really Maggie?
Yeah, it's maybe.
I don't know what happened with all that, but I love you either way. So can we check that? Or let me just ask Farron, can we hear her if she talks?
Farron, how does it sound?
See, now we can't hear her.
I know that's what I was trying to say.
Okay, turn this computer on, then we'll be able to hear it. But then it will come out of here, then we'll get feedback. Never mind. We can't do it.
I was doing what we did last week.
Yeah.
Last week it was.
Then they won't have the best audio, but they'll at least be able to share. So I would love it if I can hear you now.
Billy.
What'd you say?
Really said that.
What'd you just say about the audio? Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's because my voice is just my voice always sounds great. Okay, but
earlier
Billy,
better.
but Billy
Starting earlier is better
and
because we have
you
a
know
house
some of the
thing
residents here they
that
don't
needs to
talk
be backed
about.
by
And
six.
we have a microphone above us that's like sounds amazing, but we're not able to use it
Yeah.
right now for Discord. But maybe we can figure
Because
out
we're leaving at,
that.
is that enough
No, the
light?
reason we can is
we have
because
to be
we would
ready by
rather hear
6:30, so
you
come home,
guys.
take a shower real fast.
So if you want, you can just watch on YouTube or TikTok. The stream should be better over there. But
I'll
if
try
any
to
of you
come
guys
around
want to just share,
noonish.
this is where you can do it. We want to hear from you guys too. Like, and if you have a book, you should like read along. And if you don't have a book, you should get a book.
Found my MP3.
Get a Sermon on the Mount book, and that goes for you guys too. If you don't have a Sermon on the Mount book, buy one. You can read along with us. And that looks. I mean, come on, that's already better, boys.
Yeah.
But why does this look so?
I think I wanna work on the
Because it
vehicles
sounds
this time.
fucking.
No, you have the brightness all down or something.
I mean, could watch the cars, is that okay with you?
Whatever you wanna do, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Cause it's kinda muddy out there and stuff anyway.
yeah, the brightness is. Is it plugged in? This phone.
Yeah.
Is this lens clear?
No.
You need a lens cleaner again?
Yeah, I'm locked the fuck in, bro. I'm ready
Looks
to
like
fuck.
shit.
Is that Wyatt?
Look at it.
Well, I'm still trying to fix it.
Do you need lens cleaner again?
I just want to get this thing looking good on it.
Everybody's saying no lens. No lens.
We're gonna start in 2 minutes, everybody.
Just like that.
So if you please take your seats.
Yeah, it's probably fucking better anyway.
We have 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Excuse me.
Alright, so we gotta get Billy in here, yeah.
I don't have a phone, sorry.
I mean, it'd be cool.
Yeah, oh no, I'm just gonna sit over here. No, hold on, I'm gonna sit over here.
Okay, trade off.
Yeah, and then I can just,
Cause then it just works out better.
yeah.
Are you trying to catch me up over here?
Blue, what are you doing?
No, Blue, you're right here.
Can we bounce that sky
Can we get this
Yes.
fake dog out of here, chewing on
No.
bones?
Blue, please, just handle it. You don't need to make
Look, he's all upset because you didn't make him leave.
Go out. Come on.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just,
It's a bit much.
he's too much of a nuisance. So yeah, Jack, you can grab all your stuff.
He still got his phone.
Put it on, you can put it on this little table right here.
No, I already got it.
Where all my shit is.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna move it over here.
Alright, so we don't have a filter on anymore. Or we don't have that thing on anymore.
Oh, geez, thanks.
Hey, get a book, follow along.
So this is interesting, this covers.
You can download it too.
Get them with it.
Follow along.
Where's
And
mine?
this. Here, get the book.
Meeting time.
Okay, hold on, this is.
Oh, it's meeting time, everybody.
Bro, it's not even focusing.
Everybody.
Okay, it's time for the
Everybody.
meeting.
This book is the distilled. Welcome to the Friday night, 8 o'clock Sermon on the Mount meeting. At Tackleberry. And I don't think it goes through all this, so.
Whoa!
Oh no.
Strike them.
Strike,
It's just like.
2,000 words.
We just have such a change rule. Should not keep
Maybe that thing is too jank.
Yeah.
It's like Rocky.
Yeah.
Blue,
Yo,
here.
it's fucking meetings.
Until I do this here.
We gotta start this.
Here.
Here.
Yeah, so I already started. So this book is the distilled essence of years of Bible and metaphysical study. The study of the Bible is not unlike the search for diamonds in South Africa. At first, people found a few diamonds in the yellow clay and they were delighted with their good fortune, even while they supposed that this was to be the full extent of their find. What I'm reading is out of the book, just so everyone, so they know too. Then, upon digging deeper, they came upon the blue clay, and to their amazement they found as many precious stones in a day as they had previously found in a year. And there's a typo in here. And what that formerly seemed like wealth faded into the insignificance besides the new riches. We encourage everyone to share at least once. You are limited to 4 shares so that everyone has a chance to share. And we have a timer now, so the shares are 4 minutes, and he'll let you know if you're going over 4, and you have like a minute to wrap it up. So everyone has a chance to share. This meeting starts at 8 p.m. and ends at 9:30 p.m. The final 10 minutes of the meeting is open for crosstalk. Other than that, please raise your hand to share. And the final 10 minutes can go for as many minutes as everyone wants to go. And so what we do is we introduce ourselves, go around the room. I'm Billy, and I'm a guy that's not at an AA meeting. You?
My name is Jack.
Jack?
Nice to meet you, Jack.
And Blue?
Nice to meet you too, Blue.
Well, just on stream anyway.
Where are you?
I am blue.
Blue.
I am the color in the sky. Pigment of the hue of sun bouncing off of water reflecting.
Wait, bro, just keep it normal, dog.
I'm Evan. Hey,
I'm Keaton.
Keith.
John.
John.
Pat.
Yeah, I'll just sit here then.
And so we read a paragraph, and then whoever's reading the paragraph can share on it. And if they don't want to, anyone else can share on it. And we just keep sharing on that paragraph till we're done, and then we do the next paragraph. We're on page 25.
Stop.
25, the first paragraph after The general principle applies.
25.
That's the, the
Okay,
sentence.
thanks, John. Someone's took my glasses and my phone. I guess I'll just start reading and we'll just go this way. This general principle, so we're on the beatitude that is called, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." And we're already read into it a little bit, but we're on paragraph 25, first paragraph. This general principle applies to every one of our difficulties, not merely metaphysical or financial troubles, but all other ills to which flesh is higher. Family troubles, quarrels, and estrangement, sin and remorse, and all the rest need never come at all if we seek first the kingdom of God and right understanding, which are capitalized. Whenever he capitalizes words in here, it means it's important. But if we will not do so, then come they must, and for us this morning will be a blessing in disguise, for through it we shall be comforted. And by comfort, the Bible means the experience of the presence of God, which is the end of all mourning. So, yeah, I mean, we were talking about this last week, and you know, like most of us are from AA, and we had to really be desperate to go to even an AA meeting, or to even try to stop using or drinking or whatever we were doing. I mean, desperate. And I'm trying to not say words that I would normally say because I don't want to get in trouble.
Bottomed out. Crashing
So, and I just think it's kind of cool because I think about this kind of stuff all the time. And like, if you're always happy, we always want to be happy and get all the things we want, and we want more of that. And you know, if we have a bag of potato chips, we want to eat the whole thing because it tastes good and it feels good. But without suffering and pain and hardship, there is no pleasure. There's not one without the other. And without really going through some, I can say bad words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without really going through some shit, you don't know what it's like to have good things. Like to really enjoy a hot cup of coffee. Like, you know, when you get out of jail, everything is just fucking amazing, right? Everything. That's what I mean. Like it's, but if you weren't there, you know, you don't even realize you're drinking a cup of coffee, or you're with your girlfriend, or your mom even, or whoever, like people you miss. And that's all I got. Anyone want to share?
Kinda wanna shave my shirt.
Okay, well there's one baby paragraph, you wanna read it?
Where's that? Bottom of 25?
No, it's the second paragraph of 25.
Second paragraph. That would be this general.
No, it's the one under that.
Oh, the Orthodox. Yeah. Can I read that one and then blessed are the meek?
Well, not really, because then we're gonna be starting on a whole new philosophy.
Alright. The Orthodox churches have too often taught a crucified Christ finishing on the cross, but the Bible gives us the risen Christ triumphant. Isn't he the most intrusive dog you ever have been around? Like, if there ever was some peace, he finds a way to be in it.
This doesn't count as a share, but I don't live with them, so I think it's kind of fun. But, like I just said, if I was around him all day, I'd probably just, you know.
You wake up in the morning, you don't want to see anybody, but you see him just like look at your eyes, come up and try to chew on your shoes, jump up on the table to see if you're making food when it's just a cup of coffee.
You think you'd miss him if he was gone?
Oh, I know I would, and that's the thing that relates to me. That's how it is for me. People miss me when I'm gone.
You wanna share on what you read at all, or does anyone wanna share on that last little paragraph there? No.
Wait, I'm rereading.
On the Orthodox one?
I mean, whatever we read so far, yeah.
I mean, for me, like, organized religion, you know, like, it's cool and all, but it doesn't, like, it's not expansive enough in, like, a lot of areas. And I'm a firm believer in, you know, like, science actually being able to go hand in hand with religion and explain it in a lot of ways. And, you know, so I study metaphysics, I study science, and, you know, there's a guy, Michio Kaku, Japanese theoretical physicist. And, you know, he's actually seeking to show, say, gravitational waves producing new universes right alongside our own. And there are ways to explain how energy transfers when you die and whatnot. So, you know, the reason I related to this paragraph is just the simple fact that, you know, the Orthodox Church is too often taught a crucified Christ finishing on the cross, but giving us the risen Christ triumphant. Well, you know, I mean, you know, they say energy can neither be created nor destroyed, right? So, you know, what they leave out is that it's, you know, not destroyed, it can be transferred, you know, from vessel to vessel. So when you die, you rejoin heaven, to all the energy that created all of life, and then, you know, it can be transferred, you know, so, you know, in that sense, you know, like, you know, religion kind of, in my opinion, like, ends, you know, with, like, the end of all, when, you know, there is more to it. There's a lot more to it. You know, and like, there's a lot of things that, you know, science can't explain by itself, but through religion, it can, you know, and like, you know, if you look for those different things, you can link the two together in a lot of different ways. It's surprising.
One thing I wanna say, you weren't here, but this isn't Catholic shit. But this
Jess,
book's
can you
not
mute
religious
yourself,
at all,
please?
it's just the teachings of Jesus, they don't attach any, you can take it as he was a dude, he never existed, or he's God, whatever you want.
I wanted to share.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I was trying to explain last week and I think the week before, just like religion to me is like a divider, like organized religion. But I definitely agree. Ever since I was in school, I always thought like history, science, and religion all kind of go hand in hand. And like we can't really understand like just like why the dude wrote this book, because like we can't understand what they were really talking about, you know. And yeah, I'm still trying to like go how the meeting is supposed to be, like not share, but like I just want to speak for like what's on my mind. But yeah, religion is like, and people that are like super religious like turn me off because of these exact things. Like people act like they know, not people that study it, regular fucking people act like they know what God was saying in the Bible and everything relates to God. Yeah, it does, but like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, the Bible's written in a lot of metaphors.
Whoa, we're not supposed to cross talk.
We're supposed to read.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
But yeah, so I definitely, that's how I feel.
Cool. I'm gonna go over the rules one more time. So you get 4 shares, so time them out well.
Okay.
And also raise your hand. And that's, okay, Pat?
Okay. Anyone who acts like they know for sure, bugs. I'm not trying to crosstalk, but I get what you. I think that's kind of what you meant, or at least that's what I thought you meant. Like, we don't know anything for sure, except that if you think about something all the time, and it's all you ever think about, it's likely that it will become true. So let's think about positive things. Love, inspiration, gratitude for our health and stuff, gratitude for everything. There's so many ways to trick yourself into thinking positively. That's all this book is. Don't get it twisted. This book doesn't have, I think this book, like it said in the beginning, has the most to do with states of mind. And that's what Jesus was talking about. He was trying to help us achieve heaven on earth,
Nirvana.
which means we're in between our ears, we have heaven. It doesn't matter if we're alone and homeless under a bridge or in a $1 million mansion alone or with family or whatever. It doesn't matter what you have. And you know, me and Billy have had enough to you know, I feel like sometimes when we have the most, we're like the most miserable. So yeah, this book really talks it's really talking mostly about that. I really didn't get all of your reading. What page was it?
25.
First
So we're on page 25, and we're getting to "Blessed are the meek." That's the next thing we're supposed to read, which is just like probably my favorite shit in this. Yeah, Keaton.
I'll just cue on what both of you guys just said. I think it's all about interpretation. You know, you choose to interpret things in your own way, so as long as it's meaningful and beneficial in a good way, you know, it's all good.
Anyone else? Get into it.
Thank you, Keaton.
I think maybe when it's small, we can go over 4, cause,
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
Yeah.
What I just wanna comment on the last paragraph, what I get out of it is he's like, be positive.
Right.
Like, you know, and for us alcoholics, we do have to trick ourselves at first. All the time, like, to be positive, cause I'm like hardwired for,
Negative.
no, I'm just trying not to get us banned. You know, F the world and you know.
You can say fuck as much as you want.
Megadeth, murder, let it all burn.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
me and
like,
fuck you. That's
Be
just, that's
careful
my
telling
core, that's my core, there's a lot of hatred in there, a lot of anger, cause there was a lot of neglect and abuse and, or maybe I was just born with a funky head, but yeah, that's still there too, and a lot of us come in here, and the reason we were probably using drugs and such is to numb out and not feel our feelings and not deal with reality, cause reality can be really harsh. But this helps. I've been sober a long time, and if I really give this an effort and change my state of mind, so there's this whole trippy thing. I listen to a lot of science too. So this whole trippy thing where they're talking about thoughts. Thoughts is our life. We live, you know, everything that starts in our head is what we act on or think about. But he was saying how thoughts have an emotional attachment. So your thought bundle has a certain emotional response. And that is and it can be different for other people. Like I asked Keaton if he wants to wash cars tomorrow, right? He probably doesn't give a shit. I hate washing cars. So I think if I ask him to wash cars, he's gonna be all bummed out. But I'm the one that's bummed out because I have that emotional response to washing cars. So I don't know if this makes sense, but really when you're talking about emotional sobriety, that's what we're all trying to achieve here, right? Because control of emotions and awareness of my thoughts and what I'm actually doing instead of just reacting, anger or sadness or passive aggressive, whatever. If I can see what's happening, I can do something different. And I can be the new character and not the same guy that got me and still gets me in places I don't want to be. And so I have a choice, knowing all that, if I practice it. And this just kind of gets deep into how to do it. So it's pretty cool. That's it. Alright, you guys want to move on to the next one? Who was up for reading?
Jack was.
Jack.
We skipped Pat because he was out.
He gets up a lot. So.
It's okay.
Blessed are the meek.
Yes.
Okay. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. On the surface, this beatitude seems to have little meaning, and what there is seems to be obviously contradicted by the plain facts of everyday life. No sensible person, on looking about the world or studying history, could sincerely accept this saying at its face value, and most honest Christians have passed it by in practice with a regretful feeling that no doubt that is how things ought to be, but that they are certainly not so in fact. This attitude will not do.
We just do one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you wanna share, go ahead, if someone else wants to, and if no one does, then we'll go to the
Just a paragraph.
next. Yeah. Or, you know, the previous ones or whatever, but anything we read.
Okay.
So you wanna share on that? Jack?
I don't know if I have anything to share on that one at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe I'll think of something.
Okay. Anyone else? Pat?
Yeah, I feel like we didn't. I mean, did everyone understand that paragraph? Like, raise your hand if you understood it.
I kinda wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
I know, nobody was. Okay, so look, what is meek, you know, and what does it mean to inherit the earth? It's like, what are they talking about? It says, no sensible person on looking about the world or studying history could sincerely accept this saying at its face value. And most honest Christians have passed it by in practice with a regretful feeling that no doubt that is how things ought to be, but they certainly are not so in fact. Okay, so we have a little more reading to do before we understand what this means. But basically they're just saying that it doesn't really make sense. Because meek is like, meek is kind of, in some ways, the opposite of strength, but there's strength in like letting things sort of happen. But yeah, I think we need to read a little more before we can really, I mean, that's all they're saying is that, like, who would ever believe this?
I just have like a flashback of like being in church and being taught like Jesus's teachings were very opposite of what you would think that God would have in mind. You know, poor people are more likely to find the kingdom of heaven because they're not obsessed with materials and they're okay with having nothing. Prideful people who see themselves as greater are tormented in hell because they don't see the beauty in others. If you're weak, like meekness, if you're shy and kind of closed off, you're more perceptive of how what you say might make others feel, and therefore you're considering the other bodies that Christ occupies, which are, you know, given the Holy Spirit to inherit through our baptism and our dedication to living these beatitudes. So it's like the worldly values, money, success, beauty, and all these luxuries that are not forever. Whereas the other side of God's morals are weakness, helpful to others, giving instead of receiving, and the list goes on, really. But if we could find a way to flip the script on only seeing ourselves, which is a big part of AA, is seeing our part in a way that helps us forgive them, for they don't know what they do, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, or if that clicked.
Yeah. Thank you, Lou.
Anyone? Alright, let's read the next paragraph.
But this attitude will not do. Sooner or later, the soul reaches a point where evasions and sophistries have to be discarded once and for all, and the fact of life faced squarely at whatever cost. Can I look up the definition of sophistry?
Yes, please. We're looking up the definition of sophistries. Well,
Sophistries.
evasions, right?
Sophistries, like sophisticated.
To evade. Thank you so much, guys, for the hearts. Oh.
So I think what he's saying is like we can't
You're not
ignore
supposed to be doing
I saw
that
that.
this. Yep.
So
We can't
it's-
assume and live life like, or we can't assume that we know and face life head on. I think is kind of like what, in my opinion, that like translates to. You
It's
know,
an argument, especially with the intention of deceiving.
What was the first part?
An argument. Yeah.
Okay, so what I think what they're saying is eventually you can't just give your life to God all the time. Eventually life is gonna hit you with debt, parking tickets, and the bullshit, and it's gonna cause you to go back into self-will. I think that's what they're saying. This attitude will not do. Sooner or later, the soul reaches a point where evasions and suffrages have to be discarded once for all. And that the fact of life faced squarely at whatever cost.
I think we should go to the next.
So the
part.
fact of life is whatever fucking bullshit that you're dealing with.
Yeah, I think these paragraphs kind of all go together.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should go to the next one.
Yeah.
Keep running.
Now, either Jesus meant what he said or he did not, and either we knew that what he was talking about or he did not. And so, if this saying is not to be taken seriously, we are driven into the position which no Christian will care to accept. Either that Jesus was saying that what he did not really believe, as unscrupulous people do, or that he was talking nonsense. We have to face up to this situation at the very beginning of our study of this Sermon on the Mount. Either Jesus is to be taken seriously or he is not to be taken seriously, in which case his teaching should be dropped altogether and the people should cease to call themselves Christians. To pay lip service to his name, to say Christianity is the divinity inspired truth, to boast of being Christians and then quietly to evade and practice all the definite implications of his teaching is hypocrisy and weakness of the most utterly fatal kind. Either Jesus is a relatable guide or he is not. If he is to be relied upon, then let us pay him the compliment of assuming that he meant what he said and that he knew best about the art of living. The trouble and sorrow that humanity suffers are really due to the very fact that our mode of life is so opposed to the truth, that the things that he taught and the things that he said seem to us at the first sight to be foolish and wild.
John?
So is this, I guess I'm kind of asking a question. This is kind of sounding like people say that they're Christians and follow Christ or Jesus, but they're like consumed with like self-will and the way of the world, and we do things that like aren't things Christians would do. I'm asking.
Is that a question? Could you restate it? Because I don't quite
I
understand.
can answer.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, like let's say I'm in a scenario where I have a choice to do the right thing or do something that's like not as right, but I get paid more. If I'm a Christian, if I believe this shit, I do the right thing every time. I never hesitate. Either I believe it or I don't. Either I'm all in, really what that means is I'm all in. What all in basically means is I'm letting go completely of all results, all expectations. Nothing really matters except for doing the right thing and being of service, which sounds crazy. It's what they're saying. He said at the first sight, they're foolish and wild. It's like, yeah, that sounds cool, but no one's really gonna do that. Like, no one's really gonna pray for their enemies to get everything they want.
Right.
But that's what we have to do. It's like the opposite of what ego and pride and bondage of self would have us do. It's basically like AA, take contrary action, and things will happen. And we've seen those miracles happen when we do shit that doesn't make sense. You know, we call our sponsor and we go, hey, I'm fucking tripping on this or that. And he goes, how many people did you help today? And you're like, that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm telling you. And he's like, yeah, but if you go out and help these people, just trust me, it'll all work out. And you get your mind off it a little bit. And sometimes sometimes not inserting yourself is the best thing to do. Sometimes not doing or saying anything is the best thing to do. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes if you get quiet and you ask God, what would He have you do in a certain situation? Maybe the inspiration will be to insert yourself. And that's what we do at Graceland. We insert ourselves into our other people.
Consciousness.
No, we help each other. We get involved with each other's lives, and we don't just sit back and say nothing, which actually would be easier. We take contrary action, and so yeah, they're just saying that, like, dude, this life is actually like easier. They're just saying that it sounds crazy and it's hard to do, but either you do it or you don't.
You know, I wanted to share.
Yeah.
Just because, that's what I thought it meant. But that's like why I don't. That's why I don't like identify with a religion anymore. Or like I was baptized Catholic, families Catholic, Christians, whatever. But when people ask me, I just say I believe in God, because like I was saying before, fucking people judge so much and have all these rules and regulations, but they don't do the shit.
Right.
And then when you tell someone to do something, it doesn't. That's not what they want to hear. That's not what they're trying to do. So they don't do it. So it's like, how the fuck can you say you're? I don't. Whatever. I'm just saying.
Keep going. I like that.
Well, bro.
No, yeah, it's just.
This isn't a religious book.
I know.
That's the crazy
I
part.
keep trying to like remember that because it's like, I don't know.
Well,
Seems like it
you
is.
know what's confusing is they
Say
say
Christians.
Christians. That's what's fucked up. But you
But
don't
we're
have
talking
to,
about Jesus.
bro. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to subscribe to any religion. You can just
I know, but
listen to
people
what they're
judge.
saying.
People judge. You know.
let go and give your life to anything.
No,
That's it.
I'm just saying, like, I don't identify with some of these words or terms
Yeah,
because
like
of
Christian.
the judgment
Neither
that
do
people.
I, but that's okay. We look for the good and we
Yeah.
leave the bad.
But just to clean it up, but that's why, like we're good. We fucking. I sat out in the rain with Paul for an hour last night talking
Yeah.
to him. You know, like I don't have to call myself a Christian or fucking speak in tongues to like do the right thing.
Exactly. That's what this meeting's for.
Right.
Straight up. And they will, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you ever have it?
I think
Dropping bombs, John.
I think what it's also
That was
saying
cool.
is a lot of, I'll use this for an example, like a lot of Christians kind of like Bible thumping is what it is. I
That's
think
what
what
it's
it's saying. You know, a lot of people, like it says here, to pay lip service to His name and say that Christianity is the divinely inspired truth, to boast of being Christians, and then quickly evade in all practice of the definite implications of His teaching. So like they're not practicing what they're preaching. You know, there's a lot of hypocrisy and not a lot of rigorous honesty. So I think that's what it's saying. In a nutshell.
I'll share on that. So I have made a big turnaround in my life, and I've decided to follow Christ, and I go to church, and I read this, but I won't call myself a Christian because I don't want to lump myself in with all those fools, right? And so I just say I'm a follower of Christ, and
Same with Jason and Vic.
yeah.
They're like anti-religious. So are we. It's divides, sorry.
And also, I like what you said too, because I think there's so much more to this. And when you start limiting it and narrowing it, you miss the whole meaning. Jesus basically went and said everything backwards. He said, no, it's actually like this. Right?
It's crazy. So you work less. Try less. He said, just do good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, but with the Beatitudes, like he switched everything around. So the meek,
Yeah,
he's
he's like
the
saying,
warriors.
basically saying, give up, be chill.
Well, I don't know if that's what meek means.
I'm saying like in general, it's like do less. It's like not what you would think. It's the opposite. Do less, help others. Don't worry.
I'm gonna finish sharing though. So
Yeah.
one thing is, like, I kind of trip because I listen to science and it's pretty interesting, right? And they talk about heaven and an afterlife, and basically why I made this decision is it's just a better way to live. Just to think that I'm gonna go to heaven, or I don't want to limit heaven. Who knows what we don't know? Like we know electricity, but that doesn't mean there's 100 other things we've never discovered yet, right? Or what even realms and dimensions and consciousness and who knows, right? So I like to not limit it and just, I feel like this is, even the whole Bible in general is like human nature. It's basically describing who God is and who humans are. And humans have a nature and they're always going to act like humans. But God also has a nature, and his nature is order. He brings order to chaos. Entropy is a natural law. Everything's always going to go from order to chaos. It's just how things work. God brings order. Chaos is basically hell. None of us would be alive because there'd be no grocery market, right? There wouldn't be shit. Okay, Blue.
I just wanted to make sure, because it ties into all your questions.
really
I don't get to choose when God gives me a little grain to throw to the table, you know. It's like this, alright? People twist and contort shit, and translation really ruins a lot of fucking meaningful literature in the past because words change and their meanings do too. But Christ didn't come here to start a religion. He came here to give us the path to walk and to fulfill the word, the prophecies that were set in the Old Testament that had yet to be fulfilled. He came here to fulfill those. And they thought, oh, our Messiah is supposed to come here and he's supposed to take us away from this Roman Empire, which ended up happening on its own, but after Jesus passed, because he did it so from heaven, as above, so below. And the thing is that freedom from evil happens in the second coming, not the first. So it's like the Old Testament led into the first coming, and then the first coming leads into the Revelations, which is the second and final return of Christ, where he turns all that was evil into a one place, which is heaven and earth made new. So it's like, yeah, we could say Jesus is a religion, but man, there's like 9 different religions that put Jesus as the top. It doesn't mean you have to be a religious fanatic to follow the path that he set, which makes very much sense. You know, be kind. Love those that are surrounded you as you love yourself. Treat them how you want to be treated. None of that has to be a religion, okay? It could just be morals that we live by. Or if we can't live by them, at least try. God wants to test our hearts. Are we even willing to try? Because if not, why would he want us in his army?
You want to share in the reading?
That was on the reading.
No, it wasn't. That was way out there.
No, you just weren't listening.
No, I was. I liked it a lot. But like, do you get what we're reading here? Blessed are the meek.
But Pat, people can share whatever.
I don't know. I'm just like,
No, that's fine.
goes out
I
there.
just won't go out there when they're around, okay? Might miss out on some black
I enjoyed
information.
your share.
That was beautiful.
It was good.
Did you guys get anything from it?
Yeah, I
kind
did.
of like answering
I liked
the.
it.
I liked it.
I'm just saying, it's nice if we can actually pay attention to what we're reading.
That will come on its own.
So I'm going to start the next paragraph.
Okay.
The fact is that when correctly understood, the teaching of Jesus is found to be not only true, but exceedingly practicable. Indeed, it is the most practicable of all doctrines. We find then that he was no sentimental dreamer, no mere dealer in empty platitudes, but the unflinching realist that only a great mystic can be. And the whole essence of his teaching of its practical application is summed up in this text.
Yeah, let's do another one.
This beatitude is among, does that you mean like keep reading?
Yeah, I think so.
This beatitude is among the half dozen most important verses in the Bible. When you possess the spiritual meaning of this text, you have the secret dominion, the secret of overcoming every kind of difficulty. It is literally the key of life. It is the Jesus Christ message reduced to a single sentence. The genomic saying is what is it?
Gnomics.
The gnomic saying is actually the philosopher's stone of the alchemist that turns the base metal of limitation and trouble into the gold of comfort or true harmony.
Ooh, I like that. Anybody want to share on that?
Is it Nomaic? Like the nomads? Nomaic.
Gnomic is
Look,
Gnostic
just look.
teachings. Nobody?
So this is referring to the last beatitude, right? The
Mhm.
blessed are the meek. So it's saying that that is literally the key of life if you understand what
Yep,
he's actually saying.
yep.
Because like I was saying, like meek is like quiet or timid. I don't know, I think it goes back to like what you said before when you first shared, when you kind of explained what this whole thing meant to you at least. And I think heaven like exists in your head. And also I wanted to talk about like this book is very back and forth on like the Jesus thing of like I remember when we first started this in the preamble, it's like it almost made it seem like it was gonna be anti-Christianity, in my head at least, or it was like not anti-Christianity, but like these are just metaphors and stuff like that. And then it goes into like the fact is that Jesus is found to be not only true but exceedingly practicable. I don't know, that's like I just noticed that in this book. I don't know, I got lost right there.
I'm gonna read this paragraph again real quick.
Yeah,
Does anyone want to share?
I think,
Can
bro,
I read it
nobody
again?
knows what we're reading.
I'm gonna read it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beatitude is among a half a dozen of the most important verses in the Bible. When you possess the spiritual meaning of the text, you have the secret dominion, that's capitalized. Secret dominion, the secret of overcoming every kind of difficulty. It is literally the key of life, capitalized. It is the Jesus Christ message reduced to a single sentence. This gnomic saying is actually the philosopher's stone of the alchemist that turns base metal of limitation and trouble into gold of comfort or true harmony. So I'll just share on that. So basically what I'm getting out of this is we can take all the pain and suffering that we all have every day and turn it into comfort or harmony. And this beatitude, well, he said half a dozen, but is telling us how to do that. In my experience, that is true. And it didn't matter if I was, I was really sick for a while. Like I thought it was over. I couldn't drive. I could barely walk. I was messed up. And I had some of the most peace ever, because I was truly surrendered. Like, I had no power left. And so all that's left when you have no power is God. And I looked out my little window and I could see a little bit of blue sky and I could hear the birds. And I was okay. I mean, just, I don't know if you know what I mean, but like, it's all good. Even if I die today, thank you. That kind of, so all I'm saying is it can work sometimes better when you're really fucked up. It seems to be harder to apply this in your day-to-day humdrum, you know?
That's why you gotta reach a bottom before you can reach the top.
But I'm talking like, you know, we have a daily reprieve contingent on a spiritual maintenance. I mean, AA is the fucking Bible. I'm sorry. I didn't know that when I started, but all they did is
first?
they took, well, the Bible,
Right.
but they took out Jesus so everyone could have it. Otherwise, you're basically all the things, the 4-step,
That's it.
everything, and in the
It's
very end
crazy,
it says
bro.
this whole purpose of this whole book is so you can find a higher power to solve all your problems today.
That's it.
Today, this day, right now. And I didn't know that when I got into AA. I didn't know for a long time. And I think a lot of people too, like I judged religion because my family members, I live with them right now. She's all about Jesus and her mom. Her mom calls herself the end bride prophet. And she talks so much shit. I mean, she's a nasty bitch. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And so is her daughter, and I live with her. Like,
And they're like
I just had to
Christians.
confront like 8 people in my house, like a bunch of dudes and shit. I loped out. You never seen me. I was like,
I've seen you.
I was
look,
ghetto
I
as
loped
shit.
out. What do you
Because I
mean?
knew
What
it had
happened?
to be. Because she brought the bar home at 3 in the morning. I live with my uncle. Who's 82. And he's a pussy. He's afraid. He hides in his room. This girl, you know, she's been attacking me all like constantly and all
Wait,
this.
who?
She's my cousin.
Really?
She doesn't pay rent or anything. She just lives there.
She's
right?
attacking you?
Yeah, like abusive verbal attack for
Well,
like
how do
2.5
you always
years
end up
straight.
in a situation like this?
Some crazy bitch.
Yeah.
It's my curse, or else I don't like it.
Bro, like literally. Like first it was Rudy. Hold on. First it was Rudy.
Yeah,
Remember?
Rudy was
Then it was that
cool.
roommate. She's great. But then that roommate, remember? The one that wouldn't leave my dad's house?
Yes.
That she's certifiably out of her mind.
Yes.
And now you have this other girl. Sorry.
Who was before all those people?
His baby's mama.
But she's cool.
cool.
She's cool. Yeah.
She kind of went a little.
She went a little wacky.
She took Jesus
She went
too
full
far.
deep.
in a
The
weird
Wait,
way.
how did you lope out?
Yeah. What happened?
How did you say you loped out?
Be careful.
All right. What? Oh, okay. First of all, I'm leaving my room. My daughter's asleep. Right? She's 11 years old.
Oh wow.
We're trying to sleep. And the bathroom's right against my wall, and they're yelling in there and shit. It's 3 in the fucking morning, right?
Yeah.
I said, God, I'm not sure what to do here. Let me know. And I walked out of my room, and I went out, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing here, motherfucker? And some guy said, me and my fucking daughter are trying to sleep, blah, 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 blah. And at the same time, I had an injured shoulder. I'm like, I don't even think I can throw a punch.
Yeah.
But I had to act like it. And this one fucking fat, bald dude, they were playing pool. He's like, your daughter needs earplugs. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, blah, blah, like, just like that, but like I
Wow.
meant it.
Yeah.
There's 5 dudes and a couple girls,
Wow.
and I just had to
Just right now?
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Anyway, that's part of me I never knew I had.
And then what happened? You went back to your room and just.
I said, if I can't go to sleep in 5 or 10 minutes, I'm calling the police. And supposedly I'm going to get kicked out because I already called the police on her once. I waited 2 years. I found the right moment. They were all drunk and fighting, like domestic abuse.
Wow.
Her boyfriend's cool, so I got him in an Uber and out of there. And then I called the police. And she went to jail because they went and found him and there was domestic abuse.
Wow.
I didn't even think it all out. I just thought, okay. I very methodically thought, here's my one chance to give her consequences because my uncle just listens to her.
Yeah.
She yells at him and attacks him.
So does she rent a room there?
No, she just lives there for free, eats his food, she
Why?
doesn't work.
Who is this girl?
She's a family member.
Oh, she's your.
Cousin.
Oh, so she's your uncle's like daughter,
No.
or like granddaughter or some
Like
shit.
great
Something.
something.
Right.
Niece or something.
Something. Yeah. Man, alright, back on topic.
Okay.
I wanna get through these next two because these next two are the
Thank you.
fucking, this next paragraph is really gonna break it down.
Alright, well, okay.
Really.
Keep saying that.
I know, but
Who's
really,
up- who's up to
really it's this whole,
Billy, you're up to read.
Okay. We notice that there are two polar words in the text, meek and earth. They are both used in a special and highly technical sense, and they have to be unveiled before the wonderful meaning that underlies them can be found. First of all, the word earth in the Bible does not mean merely the terrestrial globe. It really means manifestation. My pastor hates that word. Manifestation or expression is the result of cause. A cause has the expressed or manifest. A cause has to be expressed or manifested before we can know anything about it. And contrawise, every expression or manifestation has to have a cause. Now you learn in divine metaphysics, and particularly in the Sermon on the Mount, that all causation is mental, and that your body and all your affairs, your home, your business, all your experience are but the manifestation of your own mental states. The fact that you are quite unconscious of most of your mental states does not signify, because they are there nevertheless. If your subconscious mind, notwithstanding the fact that you have now forgotten them or never were aware of them at all. Well, I'll share a little bit about that. As far as I understand it, alcoholism is mostly a subconscious disease. And that's why we have to bombard ourselves constantly with meetings and calling other alcoholics and working with alcoholics and calling our sponsor and reading the book and pound, because the stuff that's really happening that's making us an alcoholic and have alcoholic behavior is we're not even aware of it. And then they say you get a moment of clarity, you get a little peace, you're like, oh fuck, that's what I've been doing all this time? Damn. And then that's like gold, right? Like, you realize how selfish you've been. Like, everything I do is about me. I don't give a fuck about you. You could be anybody. I'm not saying you, but you know what I mean? Like, that realization that you really, in your heart, you're like, oh wow, I see it. And then you still can't do anything about it, but at least you see it, right? So now you have somewhere to start. That's it.
well, you mean should I read or? I mean, look, what does the earth mean? When they say blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. What are they talking about when they say earth? Did you guys get that
It
part?
really means manifestation.
Yeah, so it means your wait, what'd you say?
Manifestation. It's kind of like your life will be good.
Yes.
Like
it
you'll
means
have like
manifestation or expression in the result of cause. A cause has to be expressed or manifested before we can know anything about it. Now you learn in divine metaphysics, and particularly in the Sermon on the Mount, that all causation is mental. And your body and all your affairs, your home, your business, your experience are all but the manifestation of your own mental states. That's it. And if you didn't care, if we didn't give a fuck, and if we had faith and we trusted God, we would wake up singing, doing cartwheels, and we would be so happy and so filled with joy and inspiration that everyone would want to fuck with us, and we would try everything because we weren't afraid of losing. It's like incredible. And they're just, I've like, with The Alchemist, the book, it's about a guy going all around trying to find, you know, what he wants to do, or he's trying to grow up and be a man, and he goes over to, he makes crystals at the crystal shop in Arabia.
Oh, that's a good book.
Yeah, and then he goes over to the fucking desert. It's like, and then he meets a girl, and then I don't know. I kind of forget the whole point of it, but like, well, the point of it is to understand God and to understand spiritual states without needing to involve religion or Jesus. It's like a way of, like, I when I first got sober, I read that book and I was like, oh, so if I just like The Secret. It's The Secret. You know what The Secret is?
Elaborate.
It's a book called The Secret. Oprah talked about it a lot. The
Kids are so
Secret.
young, they're all youngsters.
The secret is basically, if you believe some shit, if you really believe it, it will happen. That's
It's like
it.
we manifest our own
That's
destiny.
it. What do you want to be? You want to be a rock star? If you could figure out a way to really believe that and go for it, you'll get it. And I remember at the time, LMFAO was big on that, bro. And he fucking wrote a picture on his wall. He wrote, "We're LMFAO." And it was 2 stick figures and they were sad. Or no, it was me and Blue sad, and then it did like a, you know, ... like, and then it was them as LMFAO and they were happy. And it was like he drew it on his wall, and he was like, "We're gonna be the biggest band in the world. This song's gonna be number 1. The party rock theme, we're gonna." And he just believed it with this fucking unwavering confidence all the time. And that could only be a divine. He wasn't even religious or at all. He didn't believe in shit, but he believed in that. He believed in the manifestation of your thoughts. And that's what Jesus is telling us here. That blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. The meek shall be able to manifest anything they want, because meekness, it's not really shyness or timidness. It's just the idea. It's all meekness is embodying the idea that I have no idea what's good for me, and God is going to take the wheel all the time.
Being humble.
So would you
That's
say-
it. Which is
yeah,
humble.
Exactly.
Which is humility also, but it's not just humility. It's humility with like
Faith.
with faith. With an unwavering faith that like, yeah, it's cool. Walk all over me. It's all good. Take advantage of me. It's all good. I'm having fun. And God's got my back no matter what. It's not like, oh, are you trying to take advantage of me, or who's walking up? It's like, let him walk all over you. Be a fucking doormat. I mean, maybe not that extreme, but like, you know what I mean. Right? Kind of?
Yeah.
So this book is dope.
Like roll with the punches, if you will.
Well, it's gonna tell us what it means.
Turn the other cheek.
in a-
Yeah, it's starting to though,
in a
you
few
know.
paragraphs,
Yeah, this is.
yeah.
I think we should try to get through this. Really?
Does anyone else wanna share?
Because as they start to explain it, you guys are all starting to get it. And the rest of the book is just like more examples of this. So once you start to understand like how to read it, I think you'll be better. It'll be make more sense, and you'll have more like insightful.
I'll comment on the manifestation aspect of
Yeah.
you were trying to say or saying.
Your book.
Yeah, I mean I get it, and I can relate to that a lot, because I was say the first time I got sober, I'd done it on my own, and things were like all like really bad at that point in time, and then I ended up I left my mother's house with just a duffel bag, and like I had no job, I had no vehicle, I had no money, I was chasing a female, and I just started like surrounding myself with good things and started looking for good things, trying to manifest, you know, a better life for myself. And it took like literally 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks. I found a job, found an apartment. You know, I started being happy again because I was manifesting, you know, positive things. Cause that's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's what you were thinking about
And
all
that's
the
what I
time.
was thinking about. Yeah.
Not I can't get this, or they're gonna fuck. Sorry.
No. Yeah.
You think
yeah,
that way, and that's.
Yeah, so like it is you see what you're looking for, you know, for sure. You know,
Wow, I like that. You see what you're looking for.
Seek
I'm
it,
gonna-
ye shall find.
I'm gonna piggyback on that. So the thing is, since it's subconscious, most of this is subconscious, and you have to develop a muscle of awareness, like watching your thoughts. A lot of times we're seeking for a fight, or we're seeking to be defeated. We're seeking what we learned as children, probably, like how we've been hardwired. So, you know, if you were abandoned or neglected, or that's what we're seeking, but we don't even know it. That's why we gotta get into this subconscious that it was talking about earlier, and override that. That's all.
I was gonna say something, but
We got lots of time still.
a little bit of it,
The open discussion's 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you're focused on the shit in your life, that's all you're gonna walk on. But if you're focused on the greatness that you have already, that's what you'll find. And more. Because you have to be grateful for what you already have in order to be grateful for what you will have. If you're not grateful for what you already have, why is God inclined to give you more? You know? We gotta find peace right now, right here. It is a choice. Heaven is a choice. You could choose to focus on the overbearing scent of that candle, or you could choose to focus on the overwhelming joy in this room because we're all sharing the same lesson in this book. And it's a matter of perception, kind of like you were saying. You could choose whether or not you focus on negatives or positives. And the more you focus on positives, the more likely you are to reap more positives. You just kind of have to like rewire your brain to like block out the dog shit that you hate so much, because that's ultimately what's blinding you, your spirit, your progression, your happiness, and your peace. It's robbing you of it blind.
And I'll piggyback off that one. You know, it's like, you know, you can, you know, in the forefront of your mind, you know, like try to like say you walk into a room and you put on a front that you're in a good mood, but really, you know, something's eating you alive inside, right? Everyone in the room somehow picks up on that, you know, and then it brings that down. So like you're ending up manifesting still that negative, you know, in your life. And if you can get like the subconscious and conscious to both work together and truly like, you know, in your core believe in the positive, that's going to manifest that positive that you're looking for. You know, and I've noticed that a lot. You know, it's crazy how that works. That's all.
That's why in AA, oh, go for it.
No, you can go.
We gonna remember?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, one of the biggest things in AA is self-honesty. I mean, in Graceland, because we don't even know we're bullshitting ourselves, right? We just believe we're on bullshit. That's it.
I was gonna say for me, I have to like not think to like get what I want, but also when I don't think, I end up in shit that I don't want. Because either way, like, and this is just like a pattern I've noticed, maybe I'm missing something. But if I'm super negative, something will happen and I'll be like, oh shit, like things are actually going good or whatever. And then if I like try to focus on the positive too much, I'll
Jinx it.
yeah, like not, I don't want to say jinx it, but I'll just like, I guess I set my expectations too high. When something good happens, I'm like, oh, then, for example, I found $5 on the street, I'm gonna find 500. And then I don't find the 500, I'm like, what the fuck? But I noticed, like, when I was in Graceland, it was just like, alright, I'm just gonna do this shit.
Right.
I'm not thinking how I can do it, or oh, this is all fucked up, or oh, let me be the best at doing my chore. It's just like I'm just gonna do it, and like things work out. So like obviously I agree on like inheriting the earth, like it's in your mind, positive, you manifest it, but I haven't like figured out the healthy balance of like doing that without like being too greedy, and like being satisfied with what I have.
Yeah, so like I'll piggyback off that one. So it's like, you know, if you have expectations, you're really setting yourself up for failure. You know, because you know there's no set thing in stone that says that this outcome is going to happen ever. You know, from chaos there is order, and you know, like as you guys were saying, like God is order. You know, the universe started in chaos. You know, so you know, like if you're expecting something to happen, unless you really are like know God's plan for yourself, which I don't think anyone really does, you're setting yourself up in that aspect for failure. Because what if it doesn't happen? Now all of a sudden, your mindset becomes that negative. Because you wanted that thing to happen and it didn't. But if you go with the route that you were talking about, where you don't have that expectation, and you just go with it and try and do your best, then at that point it remains that perpetual positive, right?
Thank you. Good.
They say that expectations is a planned resentment, but that also kind of contradicts the whole manifestation thing a little bit. But so it's, you don't think so?
Keep continue.
A little bit. So like, I guess you have to find the balance in expectations and manifestation.
Well, they're not the same thing. Oh, sorry. Did you want to share?
I was just gonna answer his question and say that this is saying that whatever happens, you're just like right on, dog. Like I get that. Like I have faith that like every time something happens, you're like cool. That's what's supposed to happen.
Not
That's what's
making
supposed to.
it
You know what I'm saying?
work.
You don't necessarily have expectations, but you just going with the flow, and you're catching the waves when they come, and you're enjoying the downtime when there's no waves, and then it's just everything. It's just a high level of acceptance.
Yeah.
So that's like all it is.
That's it.
You don't have to make, if something's bad, you don't have to make it bad. And if something's good, you don't.
It's just either you believe
Right.
or you don't, because there's no in between. You know what I mean? That's why it always bugs me when people go, "Oh, God bless us," or like when people go like, when they pray and they go, "Hey, please God help the
Right.
people with the fires. Forget about everyone in Palestine. Let's just help the people." Oh, God looked favorably upon your household and He helped you get better from cancer, but forget about everyone else. What, just because you can see this person means that you're asking God to help them only?
Specifically,
And then also we attribute coincidences and we say they're miracles, or we say, I don't know. I think that like what Billy said is good. Like, we don't understand shit. What we don't understand, there's how much. Could you imagine? Like he said, heaven. Oh yeah, he said something about believing in heaven, and then really you were like, but really it's probably some whole other shit I can't even grasp or fathom. And talking about it is like, I looked real quick. I was checking the sound, and I saw just real quick. Someone said, Pat's all about AA but preaching Jesus. And it's like, no, dude. I'm not preaching anything. This is what I'm doing. We're reading what, for as far as I can tell, is some shit Jesus said. Or at least someone wrote after He was alive, and this is basically what we could gather from what He was saying. And this dude translated that so that we could sort of understand it better, and that's it. And it's really a design for living. So I'm not preaching Jesus, I'm preaching what He said, because it helps me in my life, and AA comes from that. So
Bill Wilson used this book to write the big book.
Bill Wilson used this book to write the big book, yeah.
Oh, really? That's a fact.
So Emmett Fox is older than Bill.
They had Bill and Bob attended his seminar.
Wow, so he wrote this first.
This book, I don't know if this
Wait,
book
hold up.
existed, but this guy
Hold
was,
up, when did this book get printed?
Look in the front.
Yeah, let's find out right now.
But
First couple
Bill and
pages.
Bob attended his seminars and were
Go ahead.
highly influenced.
Alright, I got you. My bad.
No, I'm just
I
curious.
think so, I think it was
Bro,
this
you-
book
Copyright
and the
1934.
Bible. is
Bro,
divided.
34. So the big book was 1940, right?
I don't
No,
know.
the
Can
big
you
book
just
was
Google when the big
1932.
book, when the first edition of the big book was printed?
While he's doing that, can I just like piggyback off you?
Oh,
Yeah.
So like,
It's open
you know
discussion.
George Carlin, right?
Yeah, love George Carlin.
Okay, so you have this bit, about God bless America, right? So, when America goes to war, they pray for God to destroy their enemies.
Right.
But the enemies also are praying for
1939.
God to destroy.
39.
Right.
This was written before the Big Book.
So, no, you're fine. So, in that aspect, someone is going to be sorely disappointed.
Right.
And I love George Carlin for saying
And that's God's plan. Come on.
exactly
Right.
God doesn't pick America because he has a favorite flavor of rice-a-roni or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So that's an expectation. Like in that in that respect. If America expects God to pick them as their favorite, what about the rest of the freaking world?
Right.
So that's just another example of
It's pretty ridiculous.
God bless everybody and
Right.
everything.
Right.
it, which is what Jesus taught: love everyone.
You know?
And George Carlin ends
Did he
that bit
come
with
here to
that.
save the saints or the sinners? That's the ultimate question. He came here to save those who were frowned upon and looked at as unsavable, unworthy of saving. Despicable, get out of here, dirty. Fudge.
It's okay, next time get him, cowboy. Alright, can the Discord hear? There's only 4 people in there. Does anyone want to share on this reading? You gotta make sure that we're, that we should have a system where they can put their hand up or something,
Maybe like every 5th share we should check them or something.
Exactly. We'll figure it out. We're still lubing up our bearings here.
Does anybody want to say anything from the Discord? Okay, do you want to share on anything that we read? Or just check in? Okay, thanks.
Thank you for texting me. I was just gonna text you back. Okay, cool, yeah. Claire can check all our platforms. How does YouTube sound? How does TikTok sound? Really? What?
Look, Claire's talking, it's just some old lady.
So yeah, so TikTok's in and out, huh? I wonder. TikTok's good. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Well, we'll keep on reading. What's next? Who's next?
I want to clarify this because it is confusing. So the reason we went into AA, or me, is because there was no religion. There was no Jesus, there's no, you don't have to give money, nothing. You go there, you're all messed up, and you're desperate. I went to AA for years and I didn't get sober. But I just kept going. If I heard Jesus, I would not have kept going. So it's a little bit of a conundrum, I guess, because.
Made the name easier to swallow.
And then like my pastor, in my past,
No, 9:20. Right? The last 10 minutes.
last time we did only.
It's okay, you're good. We're figuring it out. So this meeting's an hour and a half, 8 to 9:30. At 9:20, we just do crossfire, we just talk, we just say whatever we want.
And a lot of things that people share maybe aren't exactly right, but they're sharing their understanding, right? Or how they see things. We don't have to take that as like written in stone. That's all. Anyone else want to share? Should we read another paragraph?
I think Pat's up to read next.
Okay. You're up, Pat.
I haven't read yet.
Yeah, you're up to read.
Okay.
In other words.
I think we're on the bottom of 27.
Yeah.
So in other words, your earth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, your earth means the whole of your outer experience. And to inherit the earth means to have dominion over that outer experience. That is to say, to have power to bring your condition of life into harmony and true success. All the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord. his soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed, prayers, shall inherit the earth. The Lord reigneth, let the earth rejoice. So we see that when the Bible talks about the earth, possessing the earth, governing the earth, making earth glorious and so forth, it is referring to the condition of our lives from our bodily health outwards to the farthest point in our affairs. It's just earth. It's just fucking that fucking old earth, dude. It's everything. So this text undertakes to tell us how we may possess or govern to be masters of our own lives and destinies. That's pretty cool. I mean, hey, this is like, look, I know that Mia and Billy have both experienced this. It's like a drug, it's like a gift. It's like a place we can go in our head where everything is just amazing, no matter what. I can't really get there if I'm going through a lot of fucked up shit. And I think that's kind of what they're talking about when they say like, we try to do it, but like, remember earlier you were asking about what they meant, like going back, like it's all or nothing. We try to do it all, but then the life comes and it really tests us, and we give in, and we start to bring self into it, and we start getting afraid, and then we start getting mad at people. You know what I mean? It's amazing what they're telling us here. It's just incredible. I feel like we should just keep reading.
Well, I wanna share before we read.
Yeah, hit it.
So this is a big contingency for me. I need a higher power. So it says here we can be masters of our own lives and destinies. That doesn't mean I'm my own God. I have to be dependent upon a God, and with God, that's a little confusing to me, because that's why it's an art, a practice, because it's confusing. It seems like there's contradictions, and you gotta work them out, and like, what does that mean? Because it sort of says, I'm gonna be the master. God's not the master of my own life. That's what my pastor always points out. And even people in church and stuff will do this. I'm so righteous, look, I go to church, I serve, I give money to charity. But really they're in pride. So they're sinning. And they're being the God because they're the ones turn our will and our life over to the care of God as we understood Him.
Sit down, bro.
So for me, I can never forget, because I'll start trying to make shit happen, and it doesn't happen. Like you were saying, it does not happen. I'm not making it happen, and this is kind of misleading. Like, oh, I'm going to make it happen. I just have to think positive. No, I don't think that's what they're really saying. Because if I could do that, I would. I mean, so it's much easier than all.
Focus on
Depending
God.
on God, because depending on God means I have no power. My life is no longer mine. I don't really want to do that. That's kind of like I'll hold on to my life with my fingernails. Finally, I let go, and then peace comes in direction and guidance. But really, the direction and guidance isn't a whole lot. God only works on the 11th hour, as far as I know. So that means right when you need it, that's when it's going to be there. You don't get insurance or anything. So to depend on Him means I'm walking in faith. So it gets a little confusing, John.
Yeah, that's the hard part for me. And I guess, like you're saying, we get into fear, like we try to, but it's like, it's fucked up because like that's like the default. And like I was saying, like the best my life has ever been is when I'm not.
You don't have to put that on right now, you guys. I'm cold. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry.
Is when I'm not trying to direct it in any way, but I'm so selfish that it's like oh, like I want a house. I get a house, but it's like, yeah, but I wanted a bigger house. So like let me like do what I can to get a bigger house, and then it doesn't work out. And that's what I meant, like, not like I have expectations that like I deserve that shit, but it's like, if this is my life and I'm gonna, if I'm doing good and I'm gonna get good, like, you know, maybe I can get like the things that like I'm consciously thinking of, and it just never works out that way. And then, like you said, then I start getting mad at people, and then some shit does happen, and now it is a problem. But I'm so overwhelmed and fucking scared. It's just.
What do you mean now it is a problem?
Just like.
What's a problem?
I'm just saying, for example, like, oh, like this is what I wanted. It's not. And I didn't get that. So I'm doing what I can to get that. But maybe it's getting another job and I'm not with you all the time. Maybe I'm not spending as much time with my girl. Now she wants to spend more time. Now you're like, yo, like, you know, like you should be up here, and it's like, oh fuck. And then I flip out, and now it's like, well, now it has nothing to do with what I wanted. Now I just caused this whole thing, and I'm fighting with my friends, my girl. It's just like, now I just created this whole thing that has nothing to do with like what I was trying to do. And then I sometimes I forget. It's like, why am I in this situation? And it's like, oh yeah, I was trying to work harder to get a bigger house. But it's such a fucking default. And Billy, you said something before about like childhood things and relations that, I forget what you said, but it just made me think of like, for me, and like you said this when you came back from the place, like, it's the fucking little 8-year-old me, like, mad because I didn't get what I wanted, and I couldn't. I tried to do it, and it didn't work out, and I just caused all this shit. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but what we were talking about, I think it has to do with that, but yeah, it's hard to just have faith and like be okay with everything, even though the things that we're getting are fucking great. But it's like, I kind of want it to look a little different, and it just fucks me over every time.
I think it's like a little bit of, you know, God helps those who helps himself, you know, I mean, you can't depend on him for absolutely everything, but you can depend on him to be there for you. And if you have faith in him, or, you know, a higher power in any aspect, that's going to help you through making the right decisions. It's up to you to make those right decisions, though. You know, and it's up to you whether or not you're going to have expectations or not. You can have a plan, always have a plan and stick to it. But at the same time, don't expect everything to work out. You know, like, you know, what does the military do? They have a plan. If something doesn't work, they have a fallback, A through Z and then beyond. You know?
It is now 9:20 is open discussion.
Did what I say make sense?
Okay, now we can
I can relate to
crosstalk
it.
or whatever.
Believe me.
But try to
Billy,
be
you look
somewhat,
good today.
try to be somewhat polite though, so.
Okay, Billy, or I'm sorry, Blue. John is like relating to what Jack just said, right? And you just said, hey Billy, you look nice today. It's like, I love you, but like, bro, just read the room and try to participate.
No, he was making
and
a
add
joke.
to, it was.
We love you, Blue.
But so what
I like
John-
what you're saying, John. I feel like you're right there, you're struggling with the real shit. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of times we're distracted, but the real shit, the stuff that's really gonna change life, your life, and the people around you, you're right there. You're just like, cause I do the same thing, you know, and
Like having a plan and then expecting something to work out are two entirely different things, like Billy was trying to explain. It's like, you know, if I expect that this is going to work and it doesn't, now I'm disappointed and therefore negative. And so therefore that internally just brings me down, and then I'm not able to accomplish what I really set out to do. So that plan ends up failing. But if I have a plan and stick to it and expect to fail, I mean, you know, when the light bulb was invented, how many different filaments were tried? You know, thousands before the right one was actually created, and now we have LEDs. You know, after the whole incandescent light bulb thing. The point is that, you know, if the expectation was to, you know, try 10, and if they failed, then, you know, screw it, never would have happened. Lights would never have been a thing. You know, right? So, you know, that being said, you know, you just have to remain positive in that aspect, that you're going to succeed one way or the other. You know? And the other part is, I think, maybe what you might be struggling with a little bit. You know, it's like, if it doesn't go right the first couple times, then it's doomed. Whereas you just keep going for it, and eventually it's going to work out. You know.
I understand what you're saying, but
Oh,
like
sure.
what I'm saying is like I set out a plan, it worked. No matter if I failed 10 times one time, I didn't fail at all. It worked.
Okay.
But I'm trying. My plan worked by just doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to get like a level above that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess maybe you're right with expectations. Like people will see what I'm trying to do, but it's more like outside things,
Dude.
affect me.
What's the level up?
And then
What does that mean? Right?
right.
What does it mean to you? Because I think we're missing the whole point.
Level up, like go up a level?
Yeah, like we're talking about like right now we're talking about like doing shit, right? But none of that shit matters. What they're saying is that you can literally have this thing in your head
That's the fucking
that
thing
just
that
makes
I'm
you
having a hard.
so happy.
Right.
And you're just like, nothing matters, bro. I don't give a fuck how many people are there anymore. It's
That's
like
what I'm
a
saying.
weird place. Like, for me, I'm like thinking about how many people are gonna, whatever, it's numbers, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. And it's like, I like can remember that sometimes.
Because you still got the thing you want it, but it doesn't matter if it's 100 people or 10,000.
I don't have what
Here's
I
the
want.
thing, you're not gonna
You never get what you
You're
want.
not gonna get what you want
Ever.
because the target always moves.
But
And
then,
also, when shit goes haywire and you lose, you got the thing and now you're losing it, and then some other shit hits you from left field and you're just like, oh fuck. Sometimes I learn the most in those things. I'll do something I never would have tried, or I'll push through shit I never thought I could do, and it makes my character stronger. It makes me a person that I didn't even know I could be. Like when I loped up on all those dudes.
right.
I would never would have done that shit.
Right.
But, or, there's a lot of examples, and you look back and you're like, wow, I'm a stronger person now. And shit rolls off my back a lot easier. And life's fucking hard. We wouldn't be reading this book if life wasn't a motherfucker,
Yeah,
right?
that's,
It's the only point we're reading it.
I just want to sing.
It's like the better we do,
It's
more
good though. This is good stuff, right?
Yeah.
The better we do what?
The better we do, the more haters we're gonna get. So it really doesn't matter what people think. There's still gonna be people that love what you do.
Whoa, look, bro, we're missing the point again.
Growth and
Well,
We're
no,
missing
I'm
the
just
point
using
again.
it as an example.
Yeah, I know,
You know what I
but
mean?
it's good.
The point is to be okay with everything.
Yeah, the point is to not even literally not label anything
Mhm.
as good or bad.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what I was
happening.
getting at though. Like, does it matter?
No.
You know, it's more of like,
Bro,
you know,
nothing matters.
yeah.
It's kind of fucked up and crazy. Remember we used to, dude, he had fucking 20 years, I had fucking 15 years, and I'd call him and we would just be like, bro, the smartest shit we could come up with was fuck it. That was like the best conversation, remember? We'd just be like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, like your wife's leaving you and kicking you out of the house? Fuck it. Come over to my house. Live there for 6 months.
Like you said, doing service.
I
Like
call it
you
an ounce of
go,
fuck it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's basically, in other words, God, you can have it. I don't really care what happens anymore.
and yeah, the good and bad doesn't, it's not really good and bad, it's just life.
But do
Yeah.
we have to go
People have those labels.
through the bad, through the hardship to always experience?
Well, it was
Like,
saying.
do you have to have a
We,
mental
hold
breakdown
on,
to be happy?
we did.
Not
But
necessarily,
also
do
in
you
this
know the
book
good
it says
without
trouble
the
may
bad?
never come if you're
Right,
walking the right way with God.
right.
No,
But I don't know.
I
Because I
think,
don't walk the right way with
I
God.
feel like the
don't-
negative stuff
How you
is
gonna
still purposeful.
It's part of the human experience, and
Bro.
you don't really know the good without that bad.
yes,
Where's
no,
the line?
it's yin yang. That's it. All it has to be.
If everything is terrible,
Light
then
and
nothing
dark. The
is.
sun goes down. The moon. It has to be. It has to be. That the pain,
And every year?
whatever it is, everything equals out. There has to be there has to be the same amount of pain as there is
What pain are you talking
joy.
about? Is there something specific? Just
Uh,
curious. Or are you
Here.
just generally like the suffering?
Sad boy shit.
Yeah, just general.
Like, think about
Just
this.
general-
But wait, hold on a second. I actually believe that I've had to suffer for like a lot of my life just so that I could be so happy from now on.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not gonna
Are
be
you, like,
Yes, I am.
but are you? Like,
I
Billy,
think
but
that
for
I have a
example,
shot
Billy-
at it.
Billy, you said you grew fucked up, right? So you said you had like a fucked up, like, childhood upbringing. So do you go through all that fucking bullshit to be happy? You get sober at whatever age you get sober, and then 3 years later, now you're back in some fucked up situation. Like, do
That's
we
life.
have to?
Some people have it better than others, and some people appreciate it and they haven't gone through a lot. Some have gone through so much shit, they don't appreciate it. Some have gone through so much shit and they have a gratitude and a zest for life that probably no one else has because of what they went through. But you can't really compare like that because it isn't real. It's
Internal.
I mean, some kids are born in a good family and they do well and they just kind of have good lives. Right? That's not us though. So we're the people Jesus would probably have, we would have heard of probably.
Yeah, but I actually, here's what I believe. I believe that for every action, there's an opposite equal reaction. So for the people who have the mediocre lives, they get mediocre results. They have mediocre feelings, and it's cool. We have extreme feelings. I think that like everything balances out in the end, you know. So as far as we go down low, we'll experience that.
But it's up to you to
Uh-huh.
balance it though.
I mean, that sounds weird saying,
believe
hold
the
on,
rest.
that sounds weird in a world where people are born and they die 1 year after they were born and all they experience is suffering. There's people that have that life. And that's where I just don't understand. And I'm not gonna claim to understand. All I know is that the yin yang, night, day, black, white, it's all pointing towards, yeah, like there's an equilibrium.
But I gotta tell you, so I was sad, he called it sad boy shit. I was sad boy shit all my life. And I'm not anymore. Something changed. But it took a long, slow path. And I feel like you're on the right path. Because it was hard. It's a hard path. But I just don't have it anymore. It's gone. Like, so you say you can be happy. Not necessarily happy. Yeah. It's like you gain an appreciation and you just know. You just know, or is it a choice? How come you're happy? You're gonna be happy for that.
Good question.
Because I know the secret. All you have to do is choose happiness. That's it. So I'm not gonna. I've just been lately. I don't know. It's weird, dude. Because shit still is hard with the kid, the baby, and Veronica seems like she's just on my ass all the time, or at least like, it seems like she's like a parent or like a warden. She's become like a
He doesn't have that authority.
like some sort of authority figure in my life. It's weird.
My
And
wife
it's
is
hard, but like it's fine. Like I don't know. I'm able to just like understand that she's afraid and like this too shall pass and like it's all just fucking. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping because I just kind of like left for a month and was reminded of how rad all this is and.
Well, one part of it with my wife was that she expected having a baby would make me change.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, bro, that's literally why I went away. You have to change.
Exactly.
Well,
No, bro.
but the women
Hold on,
do
she was
change.
right, bro.
Mhm.
She should have expected you to change, and you should have changed.
And I know that.
And you did, or you didn't?
At the time,
You didn't.
I tried and I missed the mark
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
I
now
fully-
you're like fucking ready to do anything.
Yes.
You're like so ready.
Why do you think the thought keeps me at Graceland
That's
to try to just
great.
get back to her and
That's
the kids?
great. That's beautiful. You're gonna get back to her, bro. And honestly, the more time and energy you put into this, the more it will speak to her. The more it will mean to her.
I think so.
That's
I
how.
hope so.
That's bro. Trust me. If she has any head on her shoulders.
And we're always being selfish, pretty much always. So if you're faced with your wife and you don't agree or something, you're probably being selfish. As much as you don't want to, maybe you're even right. I don't know. Plus, when women have babies, they do change because they become it's a different, they get pretty radical.
And like it's been a little while, my son's like 4 years old now, and she's leveled out again. So like when I did talk to her on my birthday, she was how I when I first met her, and just wonderful. And not to say she was
What do you mean
not-
she leveled out?
So like when
She's not an alcoholic or anything.
no, but the whole thing is she leveled out after having the baby, like her emotions leveled out. When she was pregnant and everything,
Right.
emotions ran high.
Well, months after. It takes months
Years.
after they have the
It
baby.
took her years.
No, you said she leveled out after she had the baby.
Right. And
Usually it takes 9 months after.
it took longer,
Right, yeah.
and that's what I'm getting at. And
Same
what
with
you,
Veronica.
exactly what you were
It's
talking about.
been, she's almost a year old and she's still, I feel like, not herself, you know?
It took till
You
my
guys
son
don't
was
think
4
that
years old.
y'all's actions made
Wait,
any
wait,
impact?
sorry, what were you saying?
It took till my son was 4 years old for her to really level out.
Wow. What?
Do you guys not think that you guys' actions had any impact on the way she felt?
Oh, absolutely.
I would definitely say yes.
Of course, we all fucked up.
Yeah.
And then at the same time,
We all fucked up bad.
I always tried to compromise or like meet in the middle, but it takes two to tango. And I
That was
said,
your perception,
correct.
was you were meeting in the middle.
And I
Her
was missing the
perception
mark.
was, bro, you need to do way more than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. The women take care of, they have to do so much, you know, like it's just,
Yeah.
God, I could never, she's just doing she does everything. I mean, we have a live-in. Does anyone want to share on the Discord, John? Those
Does
are our
anybody want to share? I'm sorry, Tweety. I didn't. I was just full of myself. I apologize.
Yeah! That's what we're talking about.
Spotify and Apple.
There you go. This is my shit right here, bro.
Should we call it or what?
Yeah, so that's our meeting every Friday, 8 to 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. Let's write it down.
And if you
Let's
get this
post it.
book, you
Let's
can read
say
along.
it. Let's promote it. And I want people on the Discord to be following along with their books so that they can participate. I want to keep doing this, bro.
Would it be cool if I came back to it?
I want you to come back
Thank you.
every week, as long as you're able to.
Yeah.
Make sure run it by Jose, and I want you two to bring Nick.
The new guy would love to come.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can.
We're on 20.
I think you might need to be phased up to come here.
Makes sense.
Are you both phased too, right?
I faced up.
We both
last
did
night.
the dance.
You both did it last night. Okay, good.
25?
And Nick is phased up, right?
Or 20.
Yes.
So just run it by Jose and Zach. Be like, hey, Pat wants us to come to his meeting.
Okay.
Can we bring Nick?
Let's just
Absolutely.
say right
And then
here,
next
even
Friday
if
you
we
guys
do
bring
it
Nick,
again, that's okay.
And then they can see that Nick is, because they keep asking
Now
about
let
him.
us.
You
Now
know?
let
I was having a
us.
hard time today.
What?
Like
Page
Now-
28
This would be like
slash
a good
now let
Yeah.
us.
environment for him.
Yeah.
Like they gave him a program where he can't speak unless spoken to.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So